Greeting! Oh! Greetings, fellow noobs! Welcome to another NuubCast. We missed something yesterday. We missed something. There was no video posted. And I hate it when that happens. Man, do I hate it when that happens. But didn't have much of a choice. And I haven't slept since yesterday. So I'm going on about 30 hours now with no sleep. So I'm pretty sleepy. But I didn't want to go another night without posting video, so I did want to cast this game between Dark Matter and his opponent, the Blue Zerg Phalanx. Those of you who are unfamiliar, a phalanx is a military term for a brigade of soldiers. Phalanx would be a very large number. But yes, it's a ZvZ. We're here on... What's this? Shakur's Plateau. Oh yeah. Mind telling me what race you are? No, because I'm random, Phalanx says. I'm random and you'll never guess. Phalanx does mind. And he will not tell you. I will tell you nothing, he says. I will tell you nothing. Espanjol? Are you a Brazilian brother? Are you South American? Are you one of our, one of those whom we have brought in? And Phalanx is like, no, I'm just a dumb North American just like you. No South American up in here. Phalanx dropping the fast hatch, getting the expansion out on the low ground, as Zerg is wont to do on this map. We see him then dropping this spawning pool. So we have hatch, pool, and Dark Matter is just going pool. I think it went gas, pool, now a spine. So very safe, very not aggressive build by Dark Matter. He's afraid, probably because he is up against a random. He has no idea what's coming, so he wants to be prepared for any kind of early cheese that is often produced by random players. If you spend any time in the ladder, you know that the large majority of randoms, at least this has been my experience, and I imagine it's been your experience as well, as we see Dark Matter's hatch finally going down after he has himself feeling pretty safe. He's going to drop that hatch. Now Phalanx sees that as well. But if you've been up against a lot of random players, the tendency, and I've talked about this before, I believe, is random players tend to be good at one, at best, two races, normally on the ladder. There are some who are good at all three, but that is rare. At least, you know, particularly in the higher levels, you know, there's usually, you know, two races you might be able to play at diamond level, but there's going to be one of those three races is going to be considerably less good, as we see Phalanx getting his speed. No such upgrade yet for Dark Matter, but Dark Matter does have his Roach Warren out and is producing those roaches again. He does know that he's up against a Zerg now, so he is getting those roaches out to deal with any lings, maybe some banelings that you would normally see in this matchup if the other player's doing some kind of all-in-ish build to crush right away. But obviously Phalanx is not doing that. He is economically focused, getting his layer now. I wonder if we're going to be seeing like a Ling Muta build, since we have no Roach Warren out. Oh, there's finally the Roach Warren. I wonder if he scouted his opponent's Roach Warren, and that is why. Nope, he did not. There's actually very little information as to what Dark Matter is doing. However, Dark Matter has Overlords at his natural, and he's got this guy. He's about to peek in. He's going to see these tech buildings in the back. And so he will be able to come in close enough to see that layer too. He may have to sack this Overlord to do it, however. But as I was saying, random players tend to be good at maybe one, maybe two races, like really good at one or two races, and the other two they're or they're good at two and they suck at one, and whichever race they feel least comfortable with, they will cheese pretty much every time. If you're a random player and you don't behave that way, then congratulations. Like I said, Dark Matter got to see the lair. Question is, will he be able to escape with that 9 range queen? Oh, he did. Oh man, he was able to just barely with the 9 HP. Hydralisk Den going down for Phalanx. So it looks like Phalanx might be just going good old Roach Hydra in a ZvZ. I'm not sure I've seen Roach Hydra in a ZvZ in in a very, very long time. Layer down for Dark Matter. Lots. And I was about to say lots of roaches out, but this is not a lot of roaches. This is enough roaches to defend what Dark Matter knows probably is not coming at this point, which would be Ling Pressure or even Banelings. And he is scouted enough to know. He's probably not scouted. He does not know about that Hydralisk Den. No, he does not. And the Queen going after this other Overlord now, which, because the Queen is going to move so slow off of creep, he may actually... No, he doesn't get away! Just barely. Does end up taking that, and that is going to supply block, supply block, Dark Matter, however you like to say. And little Zergling Changeling running around, getting the full scout, sees everything, knows the infestation pit is down, knows that these Evo chambers are pumping out upgrades, going to be able to go down here to the low ground, see all 4 gases, see the roaches, and it appears as though Dark Matter just has no clue that that scout just happened. So that's going to put Dark Matter at somewhat of a disadvantage, though no longer, because the Overseer did just go in, saw the Hydra Den, and now he knows that Phalanx is getting Hydras. And it looks like pretty much mass Hydras, too. Oh, look at this. It looks like Nidus Canal. Oh, yeah, but Burrow Down, as well as Pathogen Glands, and Nuubitized Carapace, and missile attacks for Dark Matter. Lots of upgrades going down. Is there a third? No, there's not. So it looks like we're going to see some Infestors with Roach backup against Hydra. Potentially Hydra in a... Yeah, it looks like he's going to try and harass with Nidus. Or maybe... doesn't matter where he tries to drop this. You see where he's going to do. He's going to do it right here. And of course, there's no vision of that whatsoever. But if Dark Matter is smart, he's going to know that as soon as he hears a noise, he's going to know that's where it's going to come, because he's got no vision there. See how fast he reacts. He's bringing the roaches up immediately, but in come lots of roaches, and a few Hydras. Immediately going to try and take down that infestation pit. Did not get the pit before the pathogen glands finished, and fungal growths did get off already. There was some infestors out already for Dark Matter, but taking a lot of damage here, and it looks as though Phalanx is just letting these guys go. He's not microing these units at all, because he was focusing down the infestation pit, and now he is not. And now Dark Matter, due to that lack of micro, Dark Matter given the opportunity to hold the rest of this push. And very nice move by Phalanx, as after he went back to micro, getting his units out of there. He did a lot of damage, but it wasn't the kind of damage that he wanted to do. He didn't get the spawning pool. He didn't get the infestation pit. He certainly didn't get the roach warren. Basically, he got a lot of units, quite a few overlords. As you see, Dark Matter is severely supply locked, and he got this gas geyser, so he's going to slow down that production. But all that being said, that attack, as effective as it seemed, didn't do the kind of damage that Phalanx needed it to do. He needed to snipe these buildings. Had he got the spawning pool and the infestation pit, in my opinion, this game is over. And the ZvZ, with both guys on 3 bases now, it would have been extremely difficult for Phalanx to come back from that, especially considering that, for Dark Matter to come back from that, especially considering that Phalanx has all of this army still alive and now re-healed up, and now going to go right back in for some more delicious nidus action. And there's the nidus up here. He's going to come down. He's going to take out this third. But again, the supply, there was very little, if any, economic damage done. I don't even think he killed a queen in that exchange. But here come all the roaches. Queen is going to die. Hatchery is going to die. It's going to die fast as soon as these hydras get their DPS in there. Down it goes. But we do have infestors popping from out here. And this is great by Phalanx. Great. What are you doing? Yeah, just pop out a couple of those guys. I was like, is he gonna get a fungal? This nidus canal? No. But good enough reaction by Dark Matter. Again, damage done, but not anything that's really slowing Dark Matter down, because if you look here, Phalanx is not mining from this third base, so they're still pretty even. Dark Matter, even though he's behind in supply as far as their economic position, if we look at the income, he is behind it by drones. Actually, it's quite a bit of drones, but now that he has infestors out, he's going to be able to dominate engagements with fungal on the hydras, which is going to basically even things up. Pardon me. A little bit of hiccup action. We do have, oh wow, this is actually, he has quite a bit of an army here. I wonder, however, if Phalanx is aware that he has left so many units in this Nidus Canal. Hopefully he is aware of that, because a lot of times, even at this level, Phalanx, Dark Matter Phalanx, I believe, at the time of this game, are Platinum. I'm happy to inform you that Dark Matter has been promoted to Diamond, so let me just say that. Congratulations, get that out of the way right now. I'm sure a well-deserved promotion for Dark Matter, who started playing Zerg. Oh, wow. With the Spore Crawler up, those spines, 2 spines immediately destroy those 2 infestors, did no damage. And that is just a mistake on Dark Matter not checking in when his units got to their destination. And Phalanx, man, is he going to shove all of these guys in that Nidus network? That would be wild. Because at this point, I don't even know where he would put it, except just right here, you know, as a kind of like a forward pylon kind of thing. And Dark Matter's base third is up and running, is mining. Already has at least as much saturation, if not more, than his opponent, though he's not mining the gas, and Phalanx is, so he is going to be able to produce more gas-heavy units, but he is not. His gas is adding up significantly, though Phalanx does have a Spire out, and I am waiting to see what he's going to do with that, as he does not yet have any Mutalisks out. Just again, tons of Hydras and Roaches, at least 30 of each thus far, and a 4th base down for Phalanx, but Dark Matter does see it, and he's going to be able to respond to that however he sees fit. Check out income again. Ooh, look at that. Dark Matter has now surpassed the drone count of Phalanx. Looks like Phalanx has cut drone production at this point. He has such a huge army, and upgraded to 2-2, going to be able to do all sorts of damage. Dark Matter only on 2-1, only has the 1 Carapace for his ground units, but once again, let us not underestimate or forget the absolute destructive power of these infestors. These hydras, if they fall prey to these infestors, will die, and they will die very, very fast. At this point, things have gone to a bit of a crawl here, and waiting for one or both players to kind of move out and start an engagement. We have seen some serious turtling happening, which normally I would frown upon. But I'm exhausted, so I'm not going to stop casting this game right now. I've talked way too much to do that, and here's the nidus, just as I said, forward pylon. He has stuffed his entire army in there. He is rallying to the third base, and he is sending everything. Going to send a changeling in. I love this play. Sending in the changeling so he can save, but not the best idea because Dark Matter able to cut off those reinforcements, and now everything is in there trying to kill the third, and his army is split up. And Dark Matter is going to come in and have a huge advantage here. And now from the low ground, because he has vision, he can be able to throw these fungals down. Perfect fungals on roaches and hydras, and they are just melting to fungal plus roach. And what was a huge lead for Phalanx has been cut fairly drastically. He's still 50 foot ahead. And he did literally just remax, mostly with Hydralisks, which I think is a mistake considering the number of infestors that Dark Matter has out. That is kind of foolish if you ask me. And now, putting a nidus where Dark Matter can see it, but he doesn't have anything nearby, so he's not going to be able to respond as quickly, and because of that, it will pop, and he will get most of his army, if not all of his army, out before Dark Matter can respond. And Dark Matter and Phalanx is going to come right over here, and oh, he's got a fungal. Toss that fungal, bro. Just walked on by. That's cool. He's going to lose this hatchery. More guys coming out. The drones go out to kill the nidus. You got to like that. Ballsy. But even that, kind of a sign that Phalanx isn't quite paying attention to his micro properly. And look, gonna come and try and fight down the ramp, which is a huge mistake. Look at that. Classic Destiny fungal force fields on the ramp. And here they go again, just ripping through these hydras. It's almost as though they do not exist. That's how powerful fungal is against these Hydralisks, and these same group of roaches have killed probably 2 or 3 times their number in hydras because of the assistance of wow 16 infestors. But and now we are at even supply because Dark Matter lost very few units there. We take a look at the units lost tab. Looks pretty even, actually, surprisingly. And consider that, that means that Dark Matter hasn't lost any infestors at all, but basically just lings and roaches, while his opponent Phalanx has lost a lot of hydras, and now making mutas, which again I think is a really foolish play against infestors because of the way the mutas bunch up. Even if you magic box them, a couple fungals, especially if you have 16 of them, a couple of fungals is going to immobilize and eventually destroy, because of chain fungals, destroy your army. Phalanx going to come in, harass with mutas, going to take out this infestation pit. I like that move, but we have a counter over here, which actually was a move out. And I think Dark Matter is just going to be like, F this. I'm going to make you come and defend, and I'm going to kill all your mining bases because you don't have an army over here. And Dark Matter is going to force those mutas to respond, even if they kill. Corruptors out. Look at that. Dark Matter making a few Corruptors, which are going to die, of course, to these Mutalisks because there's so many of them. Nice fungal on the Broodlings, which was pretty sweet, being chased by the chasing the infestors. And again, great fungals on these roaches. Gonna need some more if they want to There's another great fungal. They can keep it up, and these roaches are going to be able to clean these guys up no problem. Both guys are 2-2, even up on the upgrades. But once again, Infestors proving to be just monster units. Curious that he didn't see, Dark Matter didn't see these guys immediately run up to the top. He could have taken out the fourth as well. Not that it matters at this point, burrowing the Infestors to get them underneath the roaches so that the roaches can defend them against the incoming units of Phalanx, which I think is fantastic. Great use of burrow. Just for positioning's sake, very smart play by Dark Matter. And this game, if it's not obvious, if it's not painfully obvious, this game is over. A few Mutalisks out here trying to, and Dark Matter basically making Corruptors to keep the Mutalisks busy while he completely destroys Phalanx's base. Huge number of infested Terrans going to come out, going to take down this hive if he decides to focus fire. And he did. And down it goes, and any second now will come the GG, because Phalanx, even though he does have 5,000 minerals and 1,300 gas, he has no production facilities, well, only one hatchery basically, building a second, and no tech. So he basically got these Mutalisks, which will die to 3 fungals, and this group of roaches. So, and that's going to be all she wrote. But he is taking his sweet old time nonetheless. Ultralisk Cavern down for Phalanx. Looks like he got that down before Dark Matter killed the hive. So he was planning on going Ultras, but now he's also got 10 Infestors out, but no more gas. So the Infestors are going to have to do some serious work. Oh, but Phalanx doesn't even wait for them to come out, just immediately leaves the game. And there it is. Dark Matter wins in... this was not a one-sided game at all. What you saw here was basically poor unit composition by Phalanx and what seemed like a refusal to properly tech switch, or at least to match tech with his opponent. Probably Broodlords probably would have been better than Phalanx, than getting these Ultralisks, especially considering he had the Spire. He had the Spire for so long before he got Mutas, but just eventually got Mutas out, but then didn't go any further with his tech, instead opting to go after Ultras and Infestors. Infestors I could see, but I think with this matchup you definitely want to get Broodlords. Because they do, I think they outrange Fungal, and so your Infestors, you have to risk your Infestors in order to attack, which is what you want when you're going up against Broodlords, or yeah, when you're using Broodlords against Infestors. That all being said, I am going to process this video and post it, and that is going to be it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Dark Matter, congratulations on your advancement to Diamond. It's been fantastic to see you come up through the ranks. You started, I think you were Silver, I believe, the first time we played, and we played a couple games. You crushed me with like a mass roach rush, and then we played like a macro game, and I'm pretty much remember crushing you in that second game. But you were the Zerg then, you stuck with it, and you have done very well for yourself. So congratulations. I'm pretty sure if we played now, you would completely wipe the floor with me. That being said, I'm not going to say any more. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, keep climbing that ladder.